Good morning, SCA. Pastor Jordy here. I hope you had a great weekend. Special video this week. So listen up. A couple of announcements first. Want to just say there is a post-secondary career fair happening on March 10th, and it's going virtual and in person. If you go in person, it's 6 to 8 p.m. at the Strathcona County Agora. That's like the Civic Center kind of place. It's free. If you want more details, just check eips.ca for all the information. Grads, you're supposed to be reminded that your baby photo needs to get in. They're looking like 5 years or under. Email that on your SCS grad Brightspace page. Just send the grad committee your baby picture. They need that. We got some pretty cool ideas. Junior High Talent Show is coming. So junior highs, listen up. This is a big deal every year, and we all know that we need some fun big deals right now. March 24th is going to be the Junior High Talent Show, accepting talents of all kinds, big prizes to the top 3. Auditions are March 14 to 17, and you can sign up by Mr. Botchway's office way in the corner of the North Gym. And all contestants are going to be posted on March 18th. So that's the talent show coming up on the March 24th eventually. Hey, our science department is looking to hire somebody, so listen up. I'll just read it. The SCA Science Department is looking for a student lab worker for next year. If you are in grade 11 and love labs, complete the application form found on Brightspace or see Mr. Chambers for an application form and more details. Deadline for applications is Friday, March 4th. Last announcement for today, varsity badminton, the best sport at SCA. You know I say that. Am I kidding? Anyways, it is starting this week. Practices are tomorrow. That's Tuesday, 3:30 to 5 in the big gym, and Thursday, 3:30 to 5 in the big gym as well. If you want to be on our badminton team, you need to show up to these for sure. Okay, I believe that's all of the announcements. I have a special guest to introduce to you. She's right here.
Hello.
Constable Matlock, good to see you. Hey, we've seen you in our school a little bit. Some people have. I think probably most people have. You're super fun. So let's straight up. RCMP coming to school, scare us a little bit. What are we doing? Did I do something wrong? I know that's actually not why you're coming here 99% of the time. So tell us who you are, a little family, and what do you do? Why do you come here?
Well, my name is Constable Desiree Matlock. I am a school resource officer. I have been assigned to junior/high schools to attend. And I'm just literally fresh off of maternity leave. I've talked to a few students already, and they know I have a 13-month-old son. So I'm kind of new at being a school resource officer. And when I come to the school, I'm actually going to be sometimes in a police car that you can see with the RCMP decals on it. And sometimes I'll be in a car that you won't see that it's an RCMP car, but it doesn't really matter what car I'm in. And when I come to the school, I'm here to talk to you. I don't want you to be scared to approach me or think that I'm here because of something bad happening. That's not the case. Most of the time, I just want you to be able to be free to talk to me, show me respect. I'll give you respect back. And if you have any questions at all about anything to do with policing or anything at all, I'll do my best to answer them for you.
That's pretty cool. So, let's just do I used to teach comm, and periodically people would say, I'd like to be a police officer. And some would be more specific sometimes and say, I'd like to be an RCMP officer. So can students talk to you about, like, nothing in trouble, but can they just talk to you about how do you become a police officer? Are you free to talk about stuff like that?
Absolutely. Things have changed a lot since I became a police officer back 12 years ago, but I have contacts that I could provide them in relation to our recruiting section in Edmonton, and they can even go to an information session and learn all about what it takes to be a police officer.
That's cool. Hey, and even on a more serious note, without all the legal bits, but could a person come talk to you about something serious?
Absolutely. We can talk at the school, or if you want to talk at the detachment here in Sherwood Park, that's where I'm stationed out of. Absolutely, you can come there. We can talk pretty much about anything.
Yeah, awesome. And it's safe, obviously secure and private and confidential and all that stuff. Of course, you're a police person.
Yes.
Could you just maybe just finally, before you have to go, tell everybody how can they get a hold of you if they want to chat with you?
Well, there's a couple different ways. You can call the RCMP detachment here in Sherwood Park. We have a phone number, which is 780-467-7741. Or you can go through the your teachers or the principal or assistant principal, and they can contact me or send me an email, and we can have a talk about whatever is concerning or anything that you'd like to talk about.
That's cool. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. We have to go, but it's good to be able to see you around and say hi again. So have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely. Look forward to seeing you all.
Constable Matlock, pretty cool. Hey, very special guest. You know him and you love him, Mr. Rempel. Hi, Mr. Rempel.
Hi, Pastor Jordy. How are you?
I am good. Yes. How was your weekend?
I had a great weekend. I took my daughter. We went skiing in Kimberley. So
nice. Pretty
it was
cool.
an awesome weekend. You bet.
Pretty cool. Hey, I know we're kind of running out of time. You're here for a couple of reasons. First of all, talk about career pathways.
Sure. So I'm a consultant with Career Pathways and the off-campus coordinator for our school for many years. And so from the time you've clean your room or do dishes or mow the grass, you are on a career pathway. But how do you get from that first babysitting job, maybe your first paper route, to graduating from high school with a sense of, some sense of direction, maybe the field of study you're interested in, what you find fulfilling and challenging, something that meets your skills and interests. So that's really what Career Pathways is. So we have programs that help you to sort of test drive your programs like work experience, and you can earn credits while you're working. Just recently, I've spoken to supervisors at Sport Check, Vegreville, a radio station, McDonald's, Safeway, all sorts of places where students are finding meaningful work and a challenge to learn how to interact with public and get to work on time, all those sorts of things. And we have the Registered Apprenticeship Program, and that's a skilled trade mechanics. You could be maybe in plumbing, like our very own Harry Amaro, who is working in his dad's plumbing company. You can maybe join the Green Certificate Program, which is an apprentice-style program in an agricultural field. You could be working at a farm, maybe at one of the 12 equestrian centers that we partner with. We also have a dual credit course. So if you are keen to maybe already get a university course out of the way, we have during high school time, we have those programs. And most recently we had a young female student finish her power engineering course and training at Nutrien, the big fertilizer plants. So even if you don't choose to take one of our courses, our Career Pathways team arranges opportunities. You've heard Pastor Jordy's talk about in the announcements our career pathway career day coming up on March the 10th. So that is something that you could just learn more about, meet some people from different educational institutes. I think the police force is there, firefighting detachments and so forth. We have a monthly career path newsletter. And there again, too, you'll find out about things like we're hosting a young women's leadership conference at the end of April. And we are looking for 4 to 5 students in our school from each of the grades 9 to 12 to participate in that. And you get the day off and meet some really neat mentors that could talk all sorts of things about what it's like to be a young woman forging a career. We're thinking about, so what about work? Is it a blessing? Is it a curse? And just kind of a transition to, here at SCA, we look at the Bible and say, hey, what about work? We look in the first 2 pages of the Bible and we find out the answer. And it's like an epic tale. We see epic tales, once upon a time in a land very far away. And we look in the Bible in the beginning. And we got God creating heavens and earth. There's our first worker right there. And further along, we get to day 6. God spoke and let human beings, let's make human beings in our image, make them reflection of our nature. They could be responsible for the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, the cattle, yes, the earth itself, and every animal that moves on the face of the earth. God created human beings, created them godlike, reflecting God's nature. He created them male and female. God blessed them, prosper, reproduce. And you sort of wonder about that, and you think, geez, is work a blessing? Is it a curse? Well, this was all happening before the fall. And what's so amazing is that work was created And it's an opportunity for us to not only provide for our families, provide food and shelter for ourselves, but also build gardens and schools, build communities, neighborhoods, art and beauty. And so when you think about a career pathway, we're really taking part in God's grand story. We each have a role to play, and in the words of Pastor Jordy, I think that's pretty cool. So when you're thinking about career pathway, and you're like, where do I start? Where do I start? A good way, obviously, career and life management, but we have a monthly newsletter, and that's the Career Pathway newsletter. And you're going to get that at home. It's going to come out probably Tuesday or Wednesday, and give a good look through there. You're going to find advertisements even. We have an Elevate Aviation virtual tour coming up March 7th to 11th if you're interested in flying. We also have posted positions, and I'm just looking right here. Students, a preschool assistant required for Active Kids Academy. Greenland Garden Center, they've got a career fair March the 5th. That's just down the road. Work experience required at St. Thomas Anglican Church. They're looking for someone to help with running sound and light. And all of these are available to you. Virtual showcases where in the evening you can sit on your computer and watch and take part in scaffolding, mechanical trades, there's all sorts of things. And it's sometimes a pretty bit overwhelming. But I'm always here in my office at lunchtime, and you come talk to me or email me, set up an appointment, and many students have, and we'll just talk, get your resume and cover letter prepared, and see where that could go. So that would be my advice. And we're thrilled, and thanks, Pastor Jordy, for giving me the opportunity to share this.
Mr. Rempel, we appreciate you too. And I know you've said a lot, and students, obviously, if they've heard something that they have further questions, they can come talk to you too.
Absolutely.
Because we know where you are. So, hey, could you just start our week off in a prayer? That'd be really
for
cool.
Sure.
Thanks.
Father in heaven, we just thank you that you are with us, Lord. We appreciate the fact that Jesus was down on earth and had a career, quite a varied career. And it was about loving people. And so, Lord, when we look at career pathways, when we think about our place in the world, in your story, Lord, that we would approach work not just as getting our homework done, getting good grades, all of that, but how do we go about serving each other and making this world a better place? And so, Lord, I thank you for SCA, and I thank you for each of the students and teachers and this community we have, and look forward to this week and what you have for us. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, thanks, Mr. Rempel. Have a great week, SCA. Take care.